Good to be here this morning. Not on the script, but somebody said, can you tell if someone's a liberal? I said, they're a little like ghosts. You can see right through them. Supposed to laugh with that. So good morning. It's a spooky time of the year. Democrats are honing your TV screens and your mailboxes, and they put on their conservative mask courting Republicans. And on the other side, some Republicans have even pulled out their other masks courting votes also. It's enough to give you chills. What gives me chills is sometimes the fake news. I saw an ad the other day by the DGA against Lynn Fitch, candidate for AG, that said that she had denied coverage to 100,000 people with pre-existing conditions. That's absolutely not true. And I would ask that the DGA take that ad down. That's a bad ad. I know that because I've been around a long time. I am the insurance commissioner. It's not possible that she could ever do that. I enjoy being your insurance commissioner. I go to work knowing I make a positive difference in the lives of all Mississippians. I'm running for re-election simply for one reason, to continue making a difference for all Mississippians. Over the past year, I've approved several decreases in automobile and homeowner rates. And that's important because we've stabilized rates in the state of Mississippi. We passed legislation this year that removed assessments on every policyholder in the state for any shortfalls that would occur during a catastrophic event. This is important to know because we put that assessment burden back on the companies where it belongs. That's a major game changer for us. There's more good news. This year we have a new provider on the healthcare exchange, Molina Healthcare. This addition is a good thing for families in Mississippi because up until now they've had only one choice on the ACA. Now you have two choices in at least 19 counties where we only had one choice before. Increased competition lowers insurance rates. It's just that simple. I want to speak very briefly about Medicare for All. If Medicare for All were adopted by Washington, it would be a total collapse of U.S. health care. It won't work the way it's done. Rural hospitals and health care companies need innovation. 5 hospitals have been shuttered in the last 5 years, and 5 are in bankruptcy. I mentioned that last year, the first person to bring that up. Now we have 4 more on the verge of closing or filing, and the list will grow without intervention and regulation. Expanding Medicaid will not solve the problem. I repeat, expanding Medicaid will not solve the problem. Healthcare providers, and that includes hospitals and other providers, claim that the federal government does not pay them enough for Medicaid and Medicare health costs. So they want to charge those with private health insurance over 60% more for the same health services to make higher profits. If Medicaid programs are expanded without being evaluated, private insurance premiums will go up. We need innovative approaches to deliver health care and more utilization of telemedicine and telehealth in this state. More changes are on the horizon for health care. By this time next year, when you go to buy your Halloween candy and you go to Walmart, you may be able to see a health care provider. Soon, Walmart, Walgreens, and CVS plan to offer health care in their stores. It may be a partial answer to the rural health care problems that we're seeing in our state. I want to commend my friend, Secretary of State Delbert Holzman, for working with us last year to remove the age limit on autistic children. This is a game changer for 75,000 children in the state of Mississippi. And that ought to deserve a round of applause when you do something to take care of the children of the state of Mississippi. While we continue to fight for a solution to our problems, we've helped consumers who have fallen victims to some of the air ambulance charges that we see that are outrageous, as much as $50,000. And we've been able to mitigate every one that's been turned into us over the last 24 months. I cannot tell you how many thousands of dollars people have spent needlessly for that transportation. We had a lady, and it's not on the script, I'll just tell you, flew 12.1 miles, Blue Cross Blue Shield, paid $20,000 approximately of that air ambulance from Brandon to the Baptist Hospital. She got a $23,000 bill in the mail for balance billing 2 weeks later. We got that removed, but that's part of the issues that we face daily at the department. So, In the weeks ahead, after the elections are over, you will hear that I'm directing a special targeted market conduct examination against certain payors, and that means health insurance companies, to address issues like operation and management, handling of complaints, service to policyholders, claim practices, credentialing of providers, and that means credentialing of doctors to be in the system, utilization review, that's like a heart vest or proton treatment, external review of denials to cover patients' medical procedures, and drug coverage approval. The MID Consumer Service Division has collected over $35 million in benefits paid directly to consumers without going through the legislature during the last decade, and they will continue to do that job. They're people that work every day for the consumers of this state. This year, we took a proactive approach to protect your personal information from all of the hacking that goes on with the passage of a cybersecurity law that affects strictly insurance. The department has received grants this year also to use funds to create something called www.midhelps.org. It's a dedicated website to help you understand health insurance and your health care benefits. As I've often said, and I say quite frequently, if you cannot insure something, you cannot finance it. Insurance is vital to economic growth, and it touches so many industries in our state, from workers' compensation for business to fair commercial insurance for transportation, trucking, and agriculture. We make sure that health insurance is available for employees and that there are fair homeowner rates so that people have a decent place to live. Additionally, in my capacity as your state fire marshal, I'm glad to report that fire deaths are down this year. However, in 70% of all cases that we investigate in this state of fire deaths, there was no working smoke alarm. If you want to save a life, buy a smoke alarm. If you've got somebody that you know that doesn't have one, give them a gift, a $20 smoke alarm. You can save their life. If you know they need one and you can't afford the $20, call your fire department. They'll go out and put one in for you. We've got grant money. We bought 23,000 more smoke alarms this year and give them out to the consumers of this state through the volunteer fire departments and our paid fire departments. I'm proud to report that fire rates have improved, saving homeowners rates on insurance. Since the Rural Fire Truck Program's inception in 1995, the program has estimated to save Mississippi homeowners in excess of $1.6 billion because fire rates drop when there are more trucks in your community, directly affecting insurance rates. This program has put more money into consumer pockets than any tax cut ever has because for every $1 invested, consumers have received over $30 in benefits. Poultry is a leading industry in our state. It's valued at nearly $3 billion. There are more than 1,400 broiler farms and hundreds of layer houses in the state, and yet these farmers pay increasingly higher premiums for insurance on their chicken houses. Only a small number of insurance companies and insurance providers are willing to write coverage for poultry farmers, largely because of the expense replacement costs for destroyed or damaged poultry houses. Each house costs in excess of $250,000 to $300,000. You can imagine what it's like if you have a tornado or a fire. I'll be talking to the farmers in Laurel, Mississippi at 11 o'clock this morning, so I will leave here immediately after I leave this podium. I thank you for letting me be here today. I'm on my way to Jones County. May God bless you, the great state of Mississippi, and these United States of America. Have a great election.